What's up, Aquarius? Hold on. All right. What's up, Aquarius? How's everybody doing? All right. I'm going to jump right into your reading. I'm going to thank my ancestor spirit guides, higher self, for these messages and these downloads. I'm going to ask for the protection of any evil eye, any negative energy sent our way. Get over here. Sorry about that. So apparently, you have a group of people, one individual that you might have taken to court or is taken to court that feels like they've been played by you. And they feel like they've been played by you because, let me sit. Some of you guys allow something to happen. You allow things to unfold. You sat there and watched somebody and saw what they decided to do against you, towards you. And you didn't stop it. You didn't argue with them. You didn't let them know that you knew that they was doing this. And you allowed things to just happen. For some of you guys, you kind of had to sit in this situation. You might have lived with this person. You might have been living off of them, with them, needed to live there. You might have, it was some type of transactional situation. Until you got ready or was able to get out of the situation, you just sat there. And again, you might have detached, you might have not dealt with this person, but you knew all along what they were doing. It might have had something to do with court. Okay? Now that, like I said, this person's in their thoughts. They're in their thoughts. It could have been a masculine. It could have been a feminine. It could have been a couple, okay, that was going up against you, that was trying to stop you, halt your success. They was doing anything towards you. But one thing they didn't realize is that you knew everything that they was doing. You even knew all the key players in it, or you thought you knew. You might not know all of them, but you knew the main people. You was watching this outplay itself. And again, for some of you guys, like we had last night, hold on. Your spirit team, your ancestors were telling you, stay, be patient. We got this. You don't need to do anything. But right now, shut your mouth. Don't retaliate. Don't go off. You know, don't do the normal things that you probably would have done in a situation like this. All right? Let's get to it. Even though I shuffle, let's get some more spirit. Show me what else is going on. I'm using the Kipper deck. I'm waiting for my Kipper-ish from Intuitive Cat. Some of you guys, again, like where I said, was held in high honor by your spirit team. You could have been held in high honor with the community around others, all right? Okay, but some people are being judged right now for the situations that they put you through. Again, for a lot of you guys, you got a message with the number 7 here. You got a message from spirit. You could have even got some messages written from somebody else that something was going down, that people were, you know, doing things against you, defaming your name, whatever. Okay? You could have got messages from somebody else, all right? This person could have sent a secret message to other people, to your job, to a higher organization with the secret seal here. They did something. They were sending messages. Hi, user money green, okay? But again, they did not know that you was held in high honor by your spirit team, by source, all right? So they're going through judgment. Again, you could be seeing these people in court. It could be a court matter. But one thing for sure, two things certain is you change. This also changed your life. This also changed them. For some of you guys, you had to move away. You had to move away. So maybe you had to wait for a letter to come in the mail, all right, about this movement, okay? Maybe you had to wait for a letter to move or some type of money, something that changed your life, all right? I see somebody's in bad health. Again, they were trying to materialize off of some money that you might have coming in or might have came in. Show me more. That's how I like it. Okay, wealthy man. Some of you guys could be this wealthy man. This could have been somebody that thought they were going to get wealthy off of you, off of your unexpected income. They thought they were going to gain some type of monetary reward for coming against you, doing whatever they did. All right? Show me more about this situation and these people. Whoa. Yeah. Somebody got a message of concern. It could be about their health. It also could be about a child. You could have got a message of concern. Somebody else could have got a message of concern about a child. Maybe they found out they were pregnant. These people were energetic vampires. They also could have stolen from you. They were a thief in so many forms, in so many ways. But again, with this being here, they were draining you of your innocence. Yeah. While you was pregnant, oh my God. What did you have? Did you have a girl? Are you still pregnant? All right, so yeah. These people were criminals, okay? But if you see the light in the back of them, you've been enlightened. A boy? Okay. You've been enlightened. You've been enlightened. The light was shine on their deception. Oh, congratulations. I got 2 boys and I got 3 granddaughters. Yeah, they were a thief. They might have stolen from you. They tried to steal something. Again, here with this pickpocketer. And they thought they were very cunning and sneaky about it. Like I said, they thought they were going to get rich off of whatever you got going on. This could be just spiritual inheritance. Okay? He's a Leo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, somebody got some concern. Like I saw earlier, somebody's in bad health. But they're upset with you because you saw all this. You've been enlightened to all this happening in front of you. Official person. I feel like somebody's being investigated. You could have dealt with somebody that is an official person, like a law officer. They also had people like that working with them. Master number 22. Mature woman. This could have been an older female that was involved. Okay? A mature man and a mature female. Okay? This could have been somebody that you were married to. Or these people could have went off and got married. And now they're being judged for what they tried to do. For some of them, they might have done that. All right? They might have stolen something from you. But whatever it is, the community is frowned upon them. All right? Let's get some more. Let's use the tarot deck. These people, they will just not get out my head, my energy. All right, my table upstairs should be ready by this weekend. I'm doing it myself because these men, I'm telling you, what? Oh my God. You're going to have to get a personal reading for that. I told you guys I was going to do readings for one question. I am still going to do that, guys. I apologize. I'm just so busy. That's why I call myself Accountability Tarot. Because I am so busy I sell life insurance. I'm a nurse. I do this. You know, I wish I could just sit home and do this all day. I really do. Show me these people in Aquarius energy. What is going on? Because this is definitely not Aquarius. You were dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or somebody has that in their energy, or you do. But this person was a leech. They were financially manipulative. They couldn't keep a job. They were unstable with their finances. All right. They did a lot of foolish things with their finances. And like I said, they thought they were going to get wealthy off of you, off of whatever you got going on or whatever you're doing. Again, like I said, the light was shining on these people. The Most High intervened because these people were bums. They were leeches. Okay. You could have been down bad with the Five of Pentacles. They could have also played with your mindset. Try to make you feel like you were going crazy. Like this was not them. This was not, you know, you were thinking all kind of irrational things. But very much this is what was going on behind the scenes. But some of you guys got enlightened because you were going through so much. You were already down bad. You were already, you know, in a bad situation. For some of you guys, you might have had a financial loss, right? Or maybe you were waiting for a come up, a lawsuit, an inheritance. Yeah, these people were very selfish, very self-centered, driven by their ego. Again, with the Nine of Cups here, could have been dealing with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They really thought they were going to gain some riches from whatever you got going on. Okay, even your spiritual riches, your inheritance. They wanted to basically stop you from ascending, stopping you from leveling up. They played on your third eye, your crown chakra. They also wanted to stop your intuition. Like I said, they're going through heavy karma. They're being judged. They are being judged. And again, for some of you guys, you had to, you know, take care of yourself, love on yourself, because they were playing on your vulnerability. They were playing, maybe you guys was at a hard time, a hard situation. You were already closed off to love and people. And these people played on it. They made you feel like you can trust them. Like they were somebody that you can trust with your secrets, with your endeavors, with whatever was coming in for you. And then they planned and plotted against that here with the Nine of Cups. This is somebody very smug, very conceited, very selfish as well. But they think they're going to get everything that they wish off of you, off of whatever you had coming in or got coming in. So again, show me more for this past situation for Aquarius, these people in Aquarius energy. Like I said, what they did not know or didn't respect is your spirit team. How close to source that you really are. You're walking with the divine. You're walking with God, with the Hierophant here. You also learn some very valuable lessons. Even with this situation, you learn some valuable lessons, even with your past. So like I said before, it was like the pattern of recognition. You know, a lot of you guys been through this with 5-5 here. You already been through situations like this. You might have been going through things like this all your life. All your life. And then when this happened, you were like, wow, again, really? These fools are going to really try me? Show me more. Whoa. Yeah, they try to play you for a fool. They try to really feel like, again, you needed them in some sense of form, or they wanted you to think that you needed them. Some of you guys actually might have needed them. Like I said, you might have been that out bad. You might have been almost homeless here with the Five of Pentacles. Okay? And maybe you need to live with somebody. All right? And now the roles have reversed. The tables have turned. These people are out bad because they were unable to gain what they thought they were going to gain from you. So now they feel played like you played them. But how is that playing? How do they feel like that when you just sat back and observed? Like we said before in our other readings, everything is coming full circle. You sat there and observed instead of observe and absorb, because a lot of us are empaths. You sat there and watched these fools make a fool of themselves, not you. You played chess while they were playing checkers. They really did not know how close to source that you are. So some of you guys, you got enlightened. You realize, okay, even though I'm in a bad situation, I might have to start all over again. Yeah, that, people, like I said, they're under judgment. Yeah, these people were energetic vampires. Like I said, not just a thief stealing things from you. They could have did that as well, but they were trying to drain you of your essence, your source. This came out with the Hierophant. They were trying to drain you where you couldn't connect to your higher self. So you couldn't connect to source. So you couldn't connect to God. They wanted you so down bad in your thoughts, because the Five of Pentacles is about your thoughts as well. In your thoughts, that you would not even believe in God anymore. You would not believe in your spirit team. They were trying to drain you where you were exhausted to have any effort of trying anything. They wanted you in depression. They wanted you mentally unstable. All right? Oh, show me higher self. Okay, but again, you leaped out in faith. You can't make it up, guys. Even though you realize, okay, so what? I'm down bad. Okay, you might even been fighting depression. But you realize you had to get over it, right? You had to start over new. The Fool is Aquarius and Aries energy. Again, you had to take a blind leap of faith. You took many risks with these people. Now you need to take a risk in yourself and start a new adventure, a new journey. Okay? Go to the edge and just take a leap of faith. Jump off that edge and watch the divine catch you, because your spirit team was already here watching this all unfold and go down with you. They were holding you back from you not attacking these people. These people could have been in a coven, in a cult. It could have been a group. I hear it was people within the community. People that was around you. Like I said, you might have known the key people, but you don't know who all was involved and what roles they played. All right? But again, Spirit wanted you to start all over from 0 to 1, because 0 to 1, because you had everything, because Spirit was giving it to you. The divine was giving it to you, your ancestors. You had everything to manifest your dreams, your next movement, your next journey. They needed you to keep that faith, blind faith it was, and just jump off that cliff and let them catch you. Sorry, Mercury retrograde. My words are rumble. I also feel like these people can't even talk. They don't even know what to say. Because somebody really wants to apologize. Because we keep getting, they think that's going to pay the debt of their karma. But no. They can apologize all they want. You can forgive them all that you want. But the divine, your spirit team ain't forgiving them. They did energetic laws. Laws against religion and spirituality, okay? They did laws because they attacked someone that was innocent. They attacked someone for no reason. They didn't even have no reason. Just because they were jealous, they were envious, they wanted whatever you have coming in you. They wanted whatever connection that you have to source without doing the work. They didn't believe in your spiritual protection. They didn't want you to believe in yourself. Like I said, now somebody wants to come in and communicate. But with the Knight of Swords, they come and speak without thinking. They fly off the handle with words. You could have been dealing with this a lot, going back and forth with these people, with this person. Arguing. Yeah, because now you see we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This could have been you. This could have been the other person. There definitely is two here already. Give me one more for the higher self for Aquarius. What's next to the Fool card? Yeah, Spirit was guiding you to walk away from this situation. Yeah, they wanted you to be patient because you were carrying a lot of burdens. You were carrying a lot of nonsense on your shoulders. Some of you guys could have had back pain, shoulder pain. That was really like spiritual energy, again, that they were attacking you with. Yes, they were really coming for you. So this was really burdening you. Because some of you guys were at a place where you were down bad. You didn't know what to do, how you was going to get out of it. And you knew what was going on with this financial issue. Maybe you didn't have a job. Again, you lost a job. Again, your mindset was already like distraught. It was already chaotic. It was already in feeling defeated, right? So again, when they were doing this, and Spirit allowed you to see what was going on, Spirit also told you, do not move. We want you to sit in this for a little bit. We want you to watch this. Because when you watch what we're going to do for you, Aquarius, and then you're going to watch these fools crumble, because we don't want you to do anything. We're going to show them how connected to us you are, and how important to us you are. You might not be important to them, which you were supposed to be with this Hierophant here. You were supposed to help them. Aquariuses are here to change people's lives. Ruled by Saturn. Wow. The military came out here. Official person. Okay? You are here to change people's lives. That's why we're humanitarians. But people think that we're odd, that we're emotionless, we're detached. We're like that for a reason. Because our unique ways and our eccentricness is because we have so much knowledge within here. Sometimes we don't even know where it comes from. It comes from ethers. We also have ancient knowledge. When that Aquarius is pouring out water, it is not emotions. It is knowledge onto the world, onto the seas of the waters of the world. Because we are the innovators to change the humanitarians. We're here to teach people about themselves. You ever notice that Aquarius is the only sign that is a human? Every other sign is an animal. And I'm not saying that all Aquariuses are perfect and knowledgeable. No. The ones that are on a higher level, the ones that worked on themselves, the ones that did the healing, that did the work. Oh, thank you. They're the ones I'm talking about. Because I know another Aquarius masculine that is an a-hole. And he allowed these people to get him into a sane asylum. Not me. Not me. And the same things was done to us, almost like with the same people. Mine was a Gemini and a Pisces. His was a Gemini and a Scorpio. Fire sign here, Queen of Wands. Some of you guys can have Sagittarius in the energy. This also, I feel like this is you. Some of these people were very upset. Yeah, here you go. Narcissistic energy. King of Swords in reverse. Throwing shade your way. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is Libra and Gemini's energy. This person was very narcissistic, very one-sided, very controlling. They might have been attractive or thought they was. But they didn't have no facts. They didn't know what they were talking about half the time. Very argumentative because it was their way or the highway. Very controlling because they didn't have no control over their life. So they wanted to control yours and what you was doing. They wanted to control also how people saw you. Because a lot of people saw that you were very attractive. You also were very alluring, very mysterious, and very intuitive. You had a mystic about it. You were a mystic. Okay? So again, you might have been very secretive where they thought they were trying to get more information out of you. But they went about it in a negative way. Yeah, these people were codependent with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And they were codependent off of your energy. Here with the money, this could have been a false twin flame or a twin flame that fell from grace with the twin flame in reverse. Wow. These people were not innocent. They also could be telling people that you were not innocent. You were not innocent as you appeared to be. You, like I said, you've been going through a lot of corrupt situations in your childhood. These were people that you thought were your friends, that you celebrated with, that you spent a lot of time with. They also grouped up towards you, invited a third party in your relationship, and you thought this person was your friend. You were heavy burdened and betrayed, backstabbed and betrayed by these people that you thought that you can trust. That you thought that you can fall upon hard times with. That you thought that was going to help you get out of these hard times, that we're going to be there for you. But they like to see you in that struggle. They were so happy to see that you were struggling at that time. But I tell you guys, but your intuition is on point. Your intuition was on point. And they were trying to block that. You were getting information from the cosmos, from the ethers, from your spirit team. Some of you guys were having dreams. We call them downloads. You were being enlightened about their plans. For some of you guys, way before they did it. Way before they did it. I told my girlfriend that gets readings from me, yeah, you've been having dreams. That's what's happening. That's called a download. Ace of Cups. Spirit told you, pull back from this situation. If you pull back and stop giving too many fucks about these people and what they're doing to you, we're going to take care of you. But we need you to take care of yourself and stop giving too much energy. Yeah, isn't it horrible? But I'm glad I got them. I'm glad they happened. I ain't seen my grandmama in years. When I knew she pulled up in my dream, I know shit was about to go down. Because just months before that, I had an ex-boyfriend that played with me. And my life path number is 7. And I was going to put that ninja in a jar. And my grandma said, smoking her cigarette. Those dark cigarettes. She was smoking it in my dream. She said, don't you dare. I got them. She ain't say wait. When she said it with these fools, she said, I got them. Don't touch them because we don't want you to mess up your karma. And that's exactly what's going on here. They didn't want you to mess up your karmic debt. Some of you guys have already paid this. This was your last straw that broke the camel's back. Okay, so my grandma said, no. We got this, fool. I am laughing. Sorry I'm laughing, but a week later, he calls me back and tells me he was electrocuted. By 277 volts, right? And and you add that up, it comes to a 16. You add a 6 plus 1, that's a 7. My life path number, and 7 is a spiritual number. Thank you, guys. It could have been 2 bitches involved. I feel like this is you, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Like you were told to pull away, Stop investing. Stop even thinking about this situation. Because the more that you were thinking about it, the more depressed you were getting, the more, again, where your mind goes, that's where your energy flows. They needed you to pull back and love on yourself. Don't think about this connection, this false twin flame, this twin flame that fell from grace, that betrayed you. Because the twin flame goal really is to teach you how to love yourself. Yeah, you guys are put here to share a connection, to share emotions, also to grow together, to heal together. When somebody don't do that work, you got to say bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Okay? They wanted you to pull back. Love on yourself. You got water in your chart, but you need to love on yourself. Take self-care of yourself. And Spirit also was letting you know, honey, you got a new love that we're about to give you as a gift for walking away and letting this shit go. Because this ain't your person if they did this to you. This ain't your person. This is not what we intended for you to have. Again, with another 5. Don't come over here looking at me with them cute eyes. My Chewy. And my new boo got a dog named Chewy too. Yeah. They wanted you in chaos. They wanted you in destruction. 5 of Wands. They didn't want you focusing on your money, your business, for some of you guys, your job, your work, your career. They didn't want that. They wanted you to be so distraught about what was going on, what they was doing to you. So that's why they brought all this mess around you, all this chaos, all this drama. For some of you, like I said, they tried to attack your career, your job, your business. They tried to do all kinds of things. All right. Yeah. But now they want to return. They want to return for what? With the 8 of Cups in reverse. Like I said, they see you getting attention. Some of you guys are getting attention, or you will be. You will be. They were in their ego. They allowed pride to get in their way. They did this all out of arrogance because they really thought that they had a plan that was going to pan through. That they was going to, materialize off of what you work hard for. Especially this person that you was in a partnership with. Look. They realize that you are a supportive, loving person. You supported this person psychologically when nobody else did. What? What do you want? What? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come say hi. Come on. Say hi. Say hi. This is my Chewy. Say hi. You want to go outside again? Come on, I'll let you out. Don't go far, Chewy, okay? All right, yeah, they know that you got something grand is in your destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. You got good karma. Lord have mercy. You got Dharma coming in. You got good fortune coming in your destiny. Where does dog go? Okay? And a divine partner. This is your abundance. I just said that last night. It keeps coming out. All right, I'm going to use another day. You got an abundance package. Thank you. Not just new. You got new love. You got new love. You got money. Okay? Whatever you were lacking. Again, they did not know that you were... And you are a true high priestess, a true high priest. Your connection to source is undeniable, right? But again, they wanted to play in your face and got played right on now. They want to come on and apologize. With the Page of Cups. Who is this? The Hierophant here again. They've been taught a valuable lesson. Again, they did not really realize how powerful you are. You stepped into your power. Some of you guys have moved. You moved away from this situation, these people, this person. You could have gotten a new home. They did not realize how powerful you are. Again, now they learned some type of lesson. They're stuck in their head because they know that you know what they done. They also know that you know that they caused a lot of interference in your life. Thank you. So they're trapped in their mind about coming towards you. They really wish they could start all over and go a new direction with you. But how do you come back from all this? How do you come back from, Chewy, don't go far? How do you come back from trying to destroy somebody's life? Destroy somebody's finances when they already were down bad, when they already were going through, a difficult time. How do you come back? How do you apologize from that? How do you do that? What lesson did they learn? Oh, they learned the lesson of your power, of how connected you are to source. And like I said before, they feel very defeated. Now they are definitely in the energy that they wanted you in. Chewy, this dog loves to run the streets. Run the streets. Get over here. Get over here. This is why I don't let you outside. This is exactly why. Get in here. Get your little white. Get in here. And go lay down until we go for our walk. I ain't tell you had to go in the cage, but go lay down. Go ahead, go lay down. You don't got to go in the cage. Go lay down. Just lay down. Wait for mommy. He hates them. I'm trying to sneak off and look in the back. Love to run the streets. These people are for the streets. These are, and it's funny he said that, these are street people. These are bums. These are lames. These are people always in some type of criminal activity. So what they learned was how powerful you are. Somebody was listening to somebody else talk mad gibberish about you, mad nonsense. And now they're upset that they listened to this person. Because now they heavy burden because they were expecting some type of outcome. They were expecting some type of payment through this. And they did all this and didn't get nothing. But they definitely lost you. Lost your friendship, lost your love relationship, lost their love connection with you. And again, you were the only person that was supporting this person. This person had family members and friends that was not uplifting them like you did. Was not building them up like you did. People saw this person as a nobody. And as Aquarius are, like, we always are trying to uplift and counsel people. Some of you guys might be spiritual counselors. Some of you guys might, be in a religion, organization, church members, whatever it is. You help people. You have a general good heart. Everybody calls me when I'm on here. I tell you. Now, what does he want? Yeah, they took a risk playing with you, a foolish risk. A foolish risk. They gambled you. All because they did not want to change. They did not want to work on themselves. They did not want to be a better person. They didn't want to tap into their higher self. They wanted to distort your reality of who you were and who you are, who you know you are. And saying, oh, Aquarius, you're not that person. You're not that powerful. You don't have that connection to God, source, or your spirit team. Now these people are in isolation. But they pushed you into isolation by playing with you, taking you for granted like you was a fool. Oh my God. The devil in reverse. You beat this karmic tide. You beat the devil. You beat the devil. You cut this karmic ending. These were karmics. Capricorn could have been involved. Yeah, they're experiencing a whole bunch of chaos. Accidents could be happening in their house. Again, you already had this foresight. The Eye of Horus here. They're having a whole bunch of drama, trauma, chaos, accidents. Things are going haywire in their lives, in their house. And you over here living in secret. You could have been dealing with the Pisces that was very secretive. Okay? That was very secretive. But again, them thinking they were a true high priestess, you are the true high priestess. Now Spirit has put you in a place of isolation for a reason. So you can hear more downloads, so you can continue to take self-care of yourself. You could be seeing 999 or be saw 999. The more enlightened you get, the more angel numbers you see, the more synchronizing numbers you see. Spirit is telling you to be very secretive about your movement. Whatever you're doing, it is also shocking them because they can't believe how much you knew and how much you just sat back there and just watched these fools. They see that they're realizing, yeah, you knew that they were codependent. But you was like, I'm not going to be codependent off of this lustful, nasty, karmic energy. I'm not going to be bound to the devil, to these demonic people. And again, you start to focus on yourself. With the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of gain. You started to gain. When you walked away, emotionally detached, stopped focusing on these people and started focusing on yourself, you started to gain. Spirit started to show you what they were telling you about. You got to see it in real time. While these people were playing behind the scenes, doing things behind your back. Queen of this again. Whatever you got coming in is flourishing. Right? Like I said, they were talking behind your back. Slandering your name. Prince of Swords in reverse. False gossip. Malicious gossip. All for what? Now they feel like I said, like you played them because of your intuition. And now they're not happy. They're not happy. 9 of Cups again in reverse. While you're over here emotionally fulfilled. Some of you guys might have had to go toward your family. You might have gotten into a new connection, or you will be. You will be. Queen of Cups again. Lust. Oh, boy, boy, boy. Is that 11? Show me more before I end this for Aquarius. Like I said, they try to do black magic on your fortune, on your money. But all that changed. All that changed. All that was put to in. Okay, now they are having, wow. Now it has changed their money. Okay? Now they're in mental conflict because they can't move on. They can't move on into a successful life because of what they've done to you. They have now sealed their fate for more karmic debt. 10 of Cups for them in reverse as well. They're not even having support from their family. People are turning their back on them. And like I said, you got a divine partner coming in. The hell with the fake twin flame or one that fell from grace. You got a divine partner coming in, Aquarius. Yep, you close out the cycle And when you close up this cycle, you start to, or you will be, gaining so many opportunities, traveling, doing all kind of things. Again, they could be watching you on the World Wide Web. You could be speaking up about something. Yeah, Spirit is telling you to reject them. They feel rejected. They also feel rejected by source, by spirit, by spirit. Yeah, whatever you got coming in, it's a slow and steady process. But remember, when it does come in, it's going to be so huge, so big. It's going to change your life. Okay? The Knight of Pentacles is a hard worker, but again, things are in a slow process. He is one of the slowest knights in the deck. But you see him carrying that bank. He's bringing that stability. Well, welcome. Greetings. Thank you for being here. I miss my girlfriend. I haven't seen her on here. I got to call her today. Still I rise. Yep. They wanted you in your feels. Okay? You might have this person trying to come back around telling you they reflected. They really looked themselves in the mirror. They're in isolation now. They got away from this karmic, this group. Okay? Because now they don't want to explore any more options. They now just want to focus on you. With the Seven of Cups in reverse. But again, Aquarius, you're out your feelings. All right? How somebody take their life back? 38 likes, 158 people up in here. You know I'm going to say something about it. Don't be a lurker. Don't be a hater. Be a congratulator. All right? Yeah. Somebody got some legal issues. Somebody was being lawless, criminals, a thief. Somebody got some legal issues. So they might come back and apologize because of that. Maybe you can help them get out of their legal issues. Maybe they want some money for their legal issues. Whatever it is, they got legal issues. What do they want? Why would we care? That just made me mad. Yeah, they ain't got no money to pay for their legal issues. Their legal issues could be with you, that they tried to take your money. Queen of Swords upright. You're speaking your truth. You've been scorned by these people. Traumatized. They could have put you in PTSD. You can get compensated for that. Just letting you know. I sue people. And yeah, you are speaking your mind. You have been scorned. You have been hurt. You have been traumatized. But you have learned. And you're speaking the truth and cutting people out left and right. Hi, Phoenix Rising. I didn't see you sneak in here. They're going through a lot of bad judgment. They're going through a lot of bad karma. And one of their karma is their health. One of their karma is their money. They didn't pay attention to when the divine was telling them not to do this. Don't do this to my sunflower Aquarius. Don't do this to them. You really genuinely cared about this person, these people, and was supporting them, like I said before, and the audacity for them to betray you, and now want to reverse psychology you and say this was all you. They could have been saying this was you that was sending them black magic, or that you're doing this now that you are aware of what they've been doing. Now that they're going through illnesses and this money problems. Oh, Aquarius is doing this. No. This is your karma. These are the seeds that you planted. Again, people not being very knowledgeable about what they were doing, but quick to go do this. For some of them, they wasted a lot of money going to people to pay people to do this up against you. And Spirit says even that person's sick. Even that person's sick, okay? So everybody that came up against you, even that even knew about it, is going through some type of judgment in their energy. And whoever did this, they have scorned and cursed their family, and their bloodline. Even their own ancestors are mad with them because they would not help them. They would not intervene because they had no real reason of doing this to you. This was all out of jealousy and envy with the devil card. This was all out of things that they refused to do and work on themselves. And because you had inner strength and inner knowledge and you knew who you was and what you was going after, they wanted to attack you for that. They thought they can steal that from you. You cannot steal that from somebody. That's just like dumb. Almost like destiny swap. And that does happen. I think I gave an example of it was Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian. Ace of Swords. That is the truth. But you have mental clarity about these folks. And it was given to you by the divine. They didn't come and tell you what was going on. You didn't need to listen to them or hear from them. You got it from your spirit team, your downloads, your dreams, your intuition. That little gut feeling told you every time somebody went and did something, what they were doing, what they were up to. It is sad. It's pathetic too. Like you have to be a pathetic person. The result of that. And then again, not to know what you are putting your family in. For some of you guys, you're not even around these people anymore, and they still were doing mad work on you. You're at a distance. These people will not do the work and wait for their own ships to come in. They wanted to block your success, your inheritance, whatever you got coming in, your work, your career. They were cowards. They were operating out of ego. And now they feel backstabbed and betrayed because now they need your help. They need for you to get to them with the Six of Pentacles. Because they don't have nothing to look forward to with Three of Wands in reverse. They don't have no progress in their life. They don't have no ships coming in for them. Or, yeah, seer, yeah. They don't have nothing coming in for them. So a lot of them are trying to contemplate how they're going to come in and apologize and get into your good graces again because they know whatever you got coming in. Can I have some? They got, some of you guys got some big money coming in. Some type of inheritance. Maybe you got a good job. I don't know. They've been contemplating over something. So they're trying to be brave and gather up the courage to come and apologize because now they need your help. Some of them might be facing jail with that legal situation. And they don't want to go to jail. But again, they wanted to put you in mental jail. I also heard they also were trying to put you in jail. Again, that justice card is staying in reverse. You were dealing with some straight criminals, Aquarius. And for some of you guys, you took some type of action. You took some type of action. You spoke up about it. You made a complaint. Whatever you did, and they're afraid of what's going to come out, what you're going to say. They're guilty just by association. All right, let's end this for Aquarius, Spirit. Yeah, they want to come visit you. They want to come knock on the door. They want to give you a call. Some of them might actually be riding by your house. Like I told you, they're scared. Some of you guys are this divine feminine. And with the divine feminine, really is important about them. Remember, we all have feminine and masculine energy within our being. So you can be a masculine and being in your divine feminine energy. What's important about the divine feminine is they pay attention to their intuition. Okay? They also get into alignment where they attract. They're also ruled by the planet Venus, which is also about luxury life, beauty, Taurus and Libra's energy. Okay? So beauty. Some of you guys might be having a luxury life. All right? You also, it could be a healer, a seer, a leader of some type of sort. But one thing you do have is an empathic heart. An empathic heart. And that's what they miss, because they got people involved in this and they don't care what happens to them people's family. They don't care what happens to their children. They don't care that they curse them. You wouldn't do something like this, Aquarius, because you know the laws of energy. You also know the laws of karma. Yeah, I just said that. Their family. They don't care about their family to be doing something. Again, you might also be at a place where you're feeling safe. Maybe you had to get away from friends and get around more family. Or again, maybe you want to start a family with somebody else. Maybe this person went and started a family with somebody else. Exactly. Being kind is free. Hit that like button. All right, 57. We just had 58. Come on now. Come on now. Well, 100 and some people in here. Yeah. Now they want to plan a vacation with you. Some of you guys ran away from these people, this person. Some of you guys might be taking a vacation, going on a whole new adventure. Remember, you had the full card. And I told you, they are obsessed with you. They keep watching you. They're lurking. Hope they're not up in here. All right? But they're holding on to you. They can't let go. Because like I said, they're reminiscing about what they did, what has happened, how kind and gentle you were to them, and how you really didn't deserve this. All the karma that they're going through in their life where they are right now, they ain't got no money, somebody's sick. But they did all this to themselves. And if they were so smart, they would have realized, oh my God, me doing this, I am creating karmic debt for myself and my family. Anymore. So I gotta take Chewy out. Bye-bye. He wanna walk, and it's so dreary outside. Yeah, these people, this person wore a mask. They was putting up a whole facade. Also hear that they was putting up a whole facade with their family, with their friends. They were making you out to be the bad guy. Like you were doing things to them behind the scenes. Oh yeah, Aquarius may look innocent, but they're not. They're a witch. They do this. They do that. They were just lying, spreading malicious lies about you. But some people are starting to see these people clearly, because even though you distanced yourself, you walked away, they still kept you on their mind, on their tongue. Paying for dark magic, paying for this, paying for that. So now they're paying. And of course, everything they're going through right now, it is now your fault, Aquarius. It is your fault. You did this. You did this. Okay? They thought they were doing things in secret. But you knew all along what was going on, because that's how close you are to spirit. Things are coming out. They're being exposed. They're also afraid of what you might say in court. Because they've been hiding a whole bunch of truths. They've been doing a lot of things behind the scenes. But it's being exposed. It's coming out who these people are. If you don't know, you're going to know very soon. Butterflies. You've been devoted to yourself. For some of you guys, you were devoted to these people. You were helping them out. You could have even got out in this hard time by somebody else. Like, no, let me stay because I told you I was going to help this person. They were having financial issues. They needed you as much as you needed them. For them to come against you and betray you and do this right under your nose and act like you ain't know what was going on, especially if you're a seer or a high priestess, especially if you are a community counselor. And man, this just sounds dumb. These people were very unintelligent and really didn't think things through. And this is why they are experiencing what they're going through. So don't feel bad for them when they want to come and tell you, forgive them and let source handle the rest. You can forgive them and move on. It don't mean that you got to let them back in your space. Absolutely not. I wouldn't recommend. All right, let's get one more. All right. I feel like some of you guys' social status is elevating. You're definitely changing, Aquarius. And it's for the better. It's for the better. I said the better. All right. Lord have mercy. Usually this come out in this card. Yeah. You will discover new talents that will lead you to new opportunities. All right. Use opportunities that arise. You were the gift. You were the gift. That's also now what they're realizing. You were a gift to them. You were a gift to them. And from this experience, you have more opportunities. Might even in your spiritual career. Endings. This cycle is over. Endings bring new beginnings. Okay? It is time to say goodbye to these fools. One more. Like I said, you got the power. You took your power back. You are a powerhouse. And that's what they're realizing now. That you always had the power. You always saw what they was doing. You just sat back. Just like he's doing. Who's that? Shiva? Or Kalima? You just sat back like the queen or king that you are and allowed them to do what they thought they were going to get away with. You allowed them. I thank you. You allowed them to do it. Focus on your needs, Aquarius. Because you already know you have the power to take control of your life, your career, and your finances. And that's what you're doing. You are bossing up. All right? I love you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. 65 people, 140 people in here. Come on now, guys. Now. Come on now. Come on. All right? Support the channel. We are growing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Remember, be you. Love you, Aquarius, because you are the bomb. Bye, guys. All right, Chewy. Let's